How in our second game of the day, and it looks like already off the bat, k1llsen has been pressured by the LG, taking a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, off the bat, Hal gets a slightly beneficial spawn with the weapon advantage and forces k1llsen off the map. So we can see how k1llsen plays on the back foot now.
They don't have the Doomslayer either off the bat for k1llsen, so changing things up. But look at those little mid-air dodges. So well done. k1llsen picks up the first frag and already spots him out another time, forcing the Ghost Walk out. How? Where has he gone? Has he run away? Looks like he will go through the slip gate here and create some distance, but k1llsen's off to a strong start.
Yeah, and the pick, as you mentioned, is extremely fascinating because it reflects k1llsen's understanding of the different playstyles between Hal and Claws, in that he respected that Claws wanted to play a quick pace and needed that tankier champion, the better mobility. Whereas against Hal, he obviously feels he has the superior advantage in terms of the reading of the game. This really nice damage coming from Hal, not enough. Reading in the game and kind of combat skill, and wants to take the pace.
k1llsen, I mean, if we think about the match versus Claws just now and what we just saw, k1llsen was pulling off a complete 180 and how aggressive he was. He was taking the fight to Hal there every time, whereas against Claws, he sat back and he was letting Claws have the run of the map and then just predicting what avenues he would take for some preemptive rockets.
Exactly. k1llsen obviously feels he has the superior edge, but at the same time, Hal's advantage comes in those mid-range, long-range fights. And what k1llsen wants to do is to limit that capability. He wants to get into Hal's face.
Well, he has switched things up to the Doomslayer now for k1llsen. He's going to take a little bit of damage, but again, Hal's on the back foot already, and the rockets will be coming through. He's not going to hit the mid-air, the sick mid. He's going to hit the second, though. And again, k1llsen, he's dropped one champion, well, two technically now, in his first two games. He's
also switched back to the Doomslayer, so back to his comfort.
Maybe he just got the read. I mean, honestly, looking at how his Anarchy played, I would have known that Doomslayer was his comfort pick because of how good he looked on it. But maybe it's a little a change of style for him. Maybe he got a decent read into Hal there, or maybe he's trying to keep Hal off balance by switching things up like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's early stages of the tournament. He feels extremely confident, obviously. It might just be one of those things where he wants to just try out all of the champions because he didn't get to play Anarchy once, I believe, against Claws. Maybe once. Maybe once, but he didn't really get to play it for long, if anything. LG coming out. That's where the Ghost Walk popped in. Nice. Really well done by k1llsen there. Now Hal with no HP gets punched to death. k1llsen is looking unstoppable right now. Yeah, I mean, it's only the second match, but barely even dropping champions against Claws or Hal.
You can just see the respect Hal's giving him too. No rocket launcher. He only has the LG, so credit to k1llsen to really kind of control what Hal can pick up. Again, looking for the rail, does drop down, and is looking for the follow-up shot, but we know how this works if you guys are Star Wars fans. High ground is always going to be the advantage, and it's going to be popping the Berserk just to get away. Yeah, Hal needs to stabilize here and try to keep away. There's no real reason. Oh, that's a nice rocket, though. He's going to go for the follow-up. He's going to go for the kill. He misses the rail, though, with k1llsen on low HP. I did like to see, though, the use of the double jump. He was so patient on it initially with k1llsen there when he knew he was already in the air and was potentially going to get caught out, trying to read into where the rocket was coming or maybe when the rail was coming down. That rocket almost catching k1llsen there. He's got no armor left, but yeah, the heavy armor will be up in a second. It's a sign of great players when they have that composure in the midst of fight to then utilize one of those abilities, whether it's a double jump or whatever it is, in the perfect timing. And that's, I think, why one of the reasons why Doomslayer, as we touched on earlier, is so damn strong, because how you feel mentally and how you actually can respond to being hit into the air, knocked into the air by a rocket. It's like, well, most champions, you can't do anything. You just have to kind of take it, maybe out-aim the other target. But at least with Doomslayer, you have the opportunity to change your direction or maybe make them miss that rocket so you have a little bit of a longer opportunity to hit one yourself. Exactly. I mean, there's so much... nice. There's so much of Quake that's instinctive because the game is so reactionary, and that your muscle memories automatically responds to situations. And when you can completely change the dynamic of how that works, then you can mess people's aim up. Right. Well, here we go. Potentially the final round here of our first map in this best-of-3 set. k1llsen already up 1-0 so far in today's games. Still not sure, still have not been told yet necessarily what Hal is so far, if he won or lost against Coolers. It's going to be the railgun coming out of k1llsen. Not going to hit the shots, but it doesn't have the rocket launcher anyway, so... Yeah, I actually would imagine that would have been a different story if he did have it up at that time. Great patience by k1llsen. Pushing in for the rocket launcher once he knows it's safe, and once he knows Hal doesn't want to go for the railgun, which would have been free damage for k1llsen. Oh. He's actually going to have a chance to catch him out here. Hits the first rocket. Oh, the second. Almost following up there. The Mega is up. But you can see Hal's gone the wrong direction. He actually hasn't gone for the challenge. He hasn't gone for the pickup at all. Here the rail comes in and k1llsen puts the nail in the coffin and sends Hal back into the ground and picks up the first frag again.
Just greedy. There was no reason after Hal ate that initial great rocket on the upper ground to push back in for the Mega. He must have known what k1llsen wanted.
Oh, here we go. Berserk coming back in. He's looking for the chase. He spots him out and he gets the kill. Fisticuffs again. k1llsen is on a rampage here.
Nice.
Even catches him out another time. Hal has not been able to get comfortable so far in this set.
Don't think I've seen anyone kill their opponent with the ability as much as k1llsen does.
I mean, he's using the speed, he's using the damage just to get those final kills. Again, hits another rocket, takes away the heavy armor. He's stacked to hell here, and he's got 16 rockets to use, but he doesn't need that. He only needs another one. And k1llsen will take the first map in the series now.
Yeah, 3-0. Looked quite comfortable there. k1llsen just settling into this tournament.
He's a machine.
Really nicely. He's German.
Yeah, German efficiency, man.
Efficiency.
But he's a machine though, from what we've seen so far in these two sets now. Like, he's been able to show he can adapt his style for his opponent. He can adapt his champion picks. He can adapt to aggressive or passive at any given point in the game. And it looks like he feels so comfortable on Doomslayer now that I wonder if you take him off that champion, can you have a good chance to beat him in a series? His Anarchy was was strong, Rudy Salt, but the comfortability
for a
with
lot
rockets.
Of players, that's the way it normally works for Anarchy. That they're exceptionally strong on Anarchy, but once you get them off it's
right.
Not so much. But with k1llsen, he was notorious for his nicks, and he's adapted extremely well to the introduction of Doomslayer. And his Anarchy is good, but it's nowhere near the best. So if you can get him off Doomslayer, you still don't have a Nix to contend with. And I think the Anarchy is kind of like a backup pick. I generally don't envisage him using it much outside either last or first.
Now, we were talking in the car again about possible champion picks throughout this entire tournament. You mentioned Clutch is a good pick we're most likely going to see. Can you kind of explain why for maybe some newer viewers out there, or maybe again for me?
It's I was kind of assuming you're under the format.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be the little guy out there. The guy who comes to the stream like, what's this? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna help him out.
I didn't say it's a good pick. I said it's a viable pick.
It's a viable pick.
It's a viable. It really depends on playstyle. So Garpy, k1llsen, Cooler are kind of the three better people to do it. Obviously, it has a substantial stack advantage that if you can get up to that level, it ticks down very slowly. You're always got an advantage in these mid-range fights. The lightning gun obviously being diminished slightly, even though it's exceptionally easy to hit on clutch. But it's the use of that shield, and if you can play positionally, you can abuse that shield mechanic in that pushing in, cornering your opponent, and once that shield's up, you have complete control over these fights, and your opponent can't do anything. It means when you don't have the ability up, you have to play very smart, very patient, and continuously monitor your cooldown, so picking up the time shards, etc. But that's why someone like Cooler is exceptionally good at k1llsen. These players who love to play positioning, who aren't afraid and don't mind slowing the game down to a snail's pace. It suits them, because then as soon as you get into a corridor, say on Blood Run, you get down by the Mega, as a clutch, you come flying out from a corner, your opponent can't do anything if you've got a shield up. You just corner them, you have double their stack, you have invulnerability, and it's basically, again, a free champion kill.
Okay, so is there any champions you expect to not really see? Obviously, Ranger was a massive pick back in the EU qualifiers, back when it was last casting. But I'm hearing quite a bit that it's not necessarily as good a pick anymore. Yeah,
it's still definitely viable, and I think it's slightly underused. It's just the main 3 or 4 that are being picked are just so good in relative terms. Although Avik in his pre-match interview said he likes the BJ pick, I don't think we're still going to see that.
I think most people out there will enjoy seeing BJs. I mean, the dual wield is always fun to see. Double rockets, double the chance to kill someone.
See, doesn't mean it's particularly good.
Yeah, it's. I mean, playing it playing BJ is a little bit rougher sometimes because obviously he's very vulnerable.
It's one of these things that sounds really great in practice, but it lacks so many other areas that it's
execution can be definitely difficult.
It can be.
It can be difficult. I believe we are just gonna be loading in a few seconds. They did their champion picks. Didn't get to see on the screen what they necessarily did go for, but you can see the trophy that both these players and the rest of the 8 or 6 total, 8 total, 6 played. I'll get there eventually. Are playing for. I think the big thing about this tournament though, it's not necessarily the trophy, not necessarily the prize, it's the pride. I think is massive because you are playing in one of the most stacked tournaments we've had to date. Yeah,
I would agree with you in that. Anyone coming out of this on top is a really tough route to the final.
Look what we're seeing, k1llsen. Some slash. So he showed his Anarchy, showed his Doomslayer now and showing a third champion to us to see what he can do off the bat.
We have a Scale Bearer from Hal. All right, I'm happy.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Scale Bearer, aren't you? You were talking about it last night.
I'm a huge fan of the Scale Bearer. I'm just ashamed he's not particularly useful. So
is that because you wish to be that big one day?
What?
Are you gonna cosplay Scale Bearer?
I don't need to cosplay.
I'll pay for that.
Yeah.
Ooh, k1llsen using the rail, using the high ground.
Here he is, Scale Bearer. Yeah, the slash pick.
You're like a kid in a candy store. Oh my god, it's Scale Bearer, guys!
I'm so happy. The slash pick is great on this map. It's better than the Anarchy because you have the wide open top level, so you can literally skate around to your heart's content, flicking across from the levels, something you can't do particularly well on Anarchy. It just means your movement around the map is so fluid, and you can exert so much pressure or escape that it's almost invaluable.
It seems like a lot of people have picked up Slash. Like Rafa was, in my mind, one of the first people to use it.
Yeah, Rafa Tox, Cypher also as well. Then Slash got a buff and made her even more viable, and it was just a kind of learning curve for players.
Right. I mean, she does. Oh my lord, how? I mean, he's on Scale Bearer, he's on more of a tanky champion, but it didn't look like it there.
Didn't even get to see the Scale Bearer.
You're so sad about that. To be fair, though, yeah, I miss Sorlag. She's my bae.
She should be
one of the first champions I played back when she was really strong.
That's not the only reason you played her.
I mean, she's hot. Look at her.
But yeah, k1llsen's like just flying around this map pretty carefree. Hal unfortunately just hasn't got a foothold. Don't think he's picked up nice though. Don't think he's picked up a single item. But he has managed to take the slash off the map.
It's a big turning point too. He also has a ghost swap that he could potentially pop out of k1llsen though. With Hal not having his own up, he's going to have to get some sort of respect to him.
Exactly.
But that's the kind of kill he needed, right? That's the initial engagement he needed to make something happen. He forced the ghost walk out of k1llsen now, so he has a major advantage. He has about like what 20-second window almost between the two to make something happen.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but it really
yeah.
is. And he just picked up those time shards, so he just increased it to 30 seconds. He has now to try and make something happen.
And he's got extra health too, so he's got some mega picked up. Oh, he actually has Hal spotted out here, k1llsen, looking for the heavy armor. He's going to pick this. Oh, he tries to dodge the telefrag, and there he does actually pick it up himself here for Hal, but the lightning gap's coming out. He has no HP left to work with, and k1llsen going to pull that one back. Oh, you can see there's a little bit of worry in his eyes there, but he kept his composure.
That was risky. Like, I thought he should have just taken it and rolled with it, but coming out on top.
That's like mind games, though. Like mind games on mind games, because he thought that Hal was going to sit on that to just kill him right when he picked it up.
Mind games on mind games on mind games. It was either way. He came out on top, so you can't really criticize him too much.
You can. I can't. Because him and I have a bet against each other, and we'll get to that a little bit later on. It involves me killing him once in a match.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I almost did it to Vu yesterday. Almost. Even though he wasn't there, he was AFK, and I still missed my shots. LG coming out of Hal, doing some pretty good tracking here, and k1llsen, a lot of pressure coming towards him, both very low on health, but again, the bouncing coming through, not allowing Hal, who's trying to go for the hit scan, to get comfortable. How are you supposed to predict where the person's going to be if you're getting knocked around yourself uncontrollably?
Yeah, and k1llsen's rockets has just been on point today. Really strong.
Oh, again, coming back through. k1llsen making it look really easy. Heavy armor picked up and secured by k1llsen. His stack is insane. He's even got 13 rockets to bear. And that's going to be the Scale Bearer coming back out. But for how long is the real question? He's going to miss that first rail, looking for the follow-up. Going to miss the second. And the charge, the blowers has come through, but he takes another rail to the face, and he gets a second! Can he finish Hal off? He's going to come through the slip gate, looking for the kill, and he gets a third! k1llsen wants all rails there.
Finally,
and now he's one round away.
Rail coming out.
Oh, man.
I haven't seen that in years.
It was good, though. It was really well done by him. And now Hal, I mean, this is looking exactly like Claws versus k1llsen. He's going to have a long journey to pull this one back.
And it's k1llsen's just suffocating Hal. Reading him exceptionally well, not allowing him to get on items, not allowing him to get on the rail.
Yeah, he's got the rocket launcher, got the rail right away. What has Hal even picked up here so far? I don't think he's actually gotten really of anything, because the mega health is still up as well.
Exactly. It was
and k1llsen's there.
Unfortunate spawn for Hal, and just took the wrong direction. And now he's popped the Ghost Walk. He's in big trouble because k1llsen will just hunt him down.
Just needs to hear exactly where he's going to be going. Again, Hal's not gotten the rocket launcher yet. I don't think he even has the rails still.
He has nothing. I don't think he has a rocket either. So
no, there's no way. He's got a machine gun. That's it. Again, on top ground.
And he's
easy
dead.
shot. Yeah, there's no way you're going to skate that without a Ghost Walk. k1llsen looking
there,
flawless.
k1llsen moving around the map and just knowing exactly at all point in time where Hal was going to be.
He's going to deny the rocket launcher here, isn't he? He's going to look for it. And he's going to be able to do it too. This is not looking good at all. He's going to miss the rail, very uncharacteristic of him. But he can still afford to push his aggression. When he's up 1-0, he's up 2-0 in the round.
And you can see the slight inexperience in Hal in that yes, k1llsen's doing a good job at pressuring Hal, but Hal's just too afraid and not really understanding what he should be doing.
He's jumping over every single rocket. It's like he's running a 100-meter hurdle here. k1llsen is just not catching any damage, any flak at all, and now he's being pressured yet again here. Hal does have the mega health, using the berserk to get away, create some distance. I think that's a smart play out of him. What I'm loving seeing out of k1llsen, he's controlling the two major pickups, right?
Yeah, but
I could be completely wrong here, but shouldn't Hal be going for guns then to be able to at least fight him in terms of that?
Yeah, but the problem is as well in that Hal is so afraid of the way in which k1llsen's playing, and he's playing defensive, but he's passive in that he's allowing k1llsen to get all of these items pretty much for free. This has been good, but he's still going to die for it.
Yeah, 16 HP to go. Again, can't hit the rocket. k1llsen is jumping over all of these rockets. It is insane.
So
that's like 4 rockets in a row he jumped over.
So even though Hal can't commit for items, he needs to have some type of presence. And this isn't the presence I'm talking about because he's just going to... Should I? Is that he needs to try and deal damage for k1llsen because k1llsen's just running around the map. You can see here basically full stack for free. And when that happens, Hal has virtually no hope.
I mean, Hal has the timing on one item, and that's the mega health because he saw k1llsen take it before. Great little prediction shot there too, coming out of him. Maybe look for the chase, get the rockets. Does get the tags, knows exactly where he's going to be. He can prevent the rocket another time. And Hal it always seems to be, he's the prey and k1llsen's the hunter.
Look at this read from k1llsen.
Oh, he wants to finish with the punch. He's going to charge away. He just can't catch up to him. He's not that fast, but he still has one punch.
Oh, no. How?
The Shoryuken comes in, and k1llsen will take the series 2-0.
I don't think Hal will be that unhappy with that. I mean, I think he did as well as Claus, pretty much. Theoretically.
Yeah. He didn't get a kill on to k1llsen, though.
He did?
Did he?
Yeah.
I got one kill. One kill, right? Yeah, one kill.
So
in the
he
second
did
round
half
before that.
You're
not
very
wrong.
Much, guys, and k1llsen doing a pretty good job there. Once again, a 2-0 scoreline in both of your first matches. You must be feeling pretty good about the way you've started this morning. Had your coffee today, I see.
Yeah, but only one. Maybe I should lower it at home, actually, because I'm drinking more at home, and yeah.
You need to teach me. I'm on about 5 coffees at this point, so absolutely fantastic stuff for you. Of course, in the group stages, getting those first 2 wins, very, very crucial. Arguably means you're going to have a little bit of an easier time because, yeah, okay, you still want to finish with a 3-0 in the round robin, of course, but you're looking pretty good to do that now.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's still not inside of me that I beat Claus like 2-0, which is pretty good overall in the statistic in the end, in the group stage, and yeah, just have continued this run. I know k1llsen is gonna be like, yeah, also the top caliber. We don't have to talk about that, but a totally different style to Claus. So yeah, it's gonna be like another crazy set there and a total different game how to play.
Well, the games have been fast and furious, but also entertaining so far, and we look forward, of course, to seeing those in the final group game as well. Congratulations once again. Analysts, we're going to go over to you guys to see how that set went down. Take it away.